Hi, this is Peter Dance, Clairvoyant here, and I hope you're all feeling okay and good today. Even though it may be a wet and miserable day today, depending on where you are. But I've just come on today to sort of talk about indifferences in the world. And, when I say the world, but, it can be more closer to home. And I know sometimes we're all getting a little bit uptight with what's getting with the country and politicians, and it's all about Brexit, and then they're not really looking after us and everything. It's difficult. So I just feel as though you just got to try and put all the negative things behind us and just try and get on with our lives. But sometimes it's difficult, and then sometimes we need help and support, and we feel like, the higher authorities aren't always there kind of looking after us the way they should do. So it's difficult, isn't it? And sometimes we know we're striving to get on life and, earn a living and pay the bills, and, nothing's easy, is it? So, we can all feel down about things, but what we mustn't do is vent it on other people. I just feel as though we just need to sometimes keep our opinions to ourselves, and if we do want to get a bit of sort of banter with other people about politics and whatever, then yeah, okay. I'm not saying don't, because sometimes it's good to point your views out. You're airing and expressing your views, but don't be falling out with each other, because this is where things are getting a bit wayward, and it's no good for anyone. So we need to be true, and it's so close to call of what's gone on. It's like half the people want to stay, half the people want to go. So the chances are you've got 3 or 4 people in your family, and it's going to be split down the middle there. So don't let it sort of interfere the views of your friendships and your family, because that's just not good. We don't want that. Or to people that you know and around you. And we are so connected today, whether we're in Brexit or we're out, or in Europe or we're out, should I say. And we just need to respect each other, and we need sometimes people like this, because I know sometimes we all say we haven't got the jobs in, blah, 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 and I get that and I understand it, and it isn't easy, but there are jobs out there, and sometimes there are jobs that people don't want, and you might be getting a bit irate as I say that, but it's going to be so true that there are certain jobs that are so low paid, people don't think it's worth it. Or they just rather wait for the next job or stay on the dole. Now, I am certainly not meaning that in any kind of sort of negative, conscious way. I'm just I can understand the way people think, and I get it. It's like, why would you push yourself? But then there are sort of jobs out there that I feel as though do go to Europeans or Romanians or whatever, and, they can fill that void. So again, like I say, don't take that literally the way I'm saying it, but I'm just saying, to a point, there are situations like this that do go on and do happen. So I'm not saying it's you or anybody else that thinks like that, but there are going to be 1 or 2, and it does help. And then there are sort of jobs that, are very sort of long hours, and we think maybe we don't want that. So there is a void. It may be a small void, but there is a void, and that void is filled. So I just feel as though we just need to get on with things. We need to make things happen now, and we need other people to come in and just help us. And not only that, people do come here as well from overseas, and they go cooking their cuisine and opening Polish restaurants and stuff like that, and it brings diversity, doesn't it? So I'm not saying, I don't want this to be a political video, but I'm just saying it does help, and we do need people in many ways. So who like me, I love to go to an Indian restaurant. Do you see many English people cooking in an Indian in a good old curry? It just does. I'm not saying it does happen. I'm not saying it doesn't, but the chances are it doesn't. So that's the point I'm kind of making. There is a market where, people like that are needed. So it helps. So I just hope that kind of makes sense, but I'm going to leave that there. But I just feel as though now, but tolerance comes in many shapes and forms, and I just feel as though we just need to be there for each other now, and try and do our best, and connect with the universe and connect with the world and see where everything goes. Right, I'm going to call this video an end now, because I can see my girl getting a little bit irate and she's starting to be a bit noisy. So have a great day, have a blessed day, and connect with different people, and that will help us all to get where we need to be in life.